Well, hey there, folks. Cousin Skeeter here. How are y'all doing today? I hope y'all are doing good. I am doing just fine myself. So, I want to start this off by doing a little bit of yik yak and talk about some things here. So, today's not going to be about big sales, it's about something more important. It's about our foundation. Our ultimate goal hasn't changed. We're building toward the pasta productions. But you don't start with the pasta factory. You have to start with the inputs. And today we're going to be strengthening them. Sunflowers are part of our oil infrastructure. So we begin with the sunflower field. We're going to apply some fertilizer to protect the yield, because sunflowers feed the oil mill. Oil increases our processed margin, and processed margin builds capital. Capital funds expansion, and expansion leads to the pasta factory. Every step connects. We're also going to be working in the olive groves. Olive groves are our stability. We'll be mulching, cultivating, and fertilizing. Olives are part of our structural production. They stabilize the oil output, so revenue isn't dependent on rotation alone. You can't scale a pasta operation on volatility. You scale it on stability. Then we're going to be checking on our tomatoes. The greenhouse continues producing tomatoes. Tomatoes aren't part of the pasta chain directly. They serve a different purpose. They give us some liquidity. They generate a predictable income between harvest cycles. They reduce financial pressures, and they allow us to make strategic decisions instead of reactive ones. And we're going to be checking on the grain mill. As you can see over there, we got quite a bit of flour. Flour is the first true step toward the end goal. You can't make pasta without flour. So instead of selling the grain, we are refining it. That gives us a higher margin and better storage control and flexible sales timing. Flour isn't just income, it's preparation. And we'll be checking on the chickens, and as you can see, we've got some honey over there. The chickens provide us a steady egg production. Bees provide passive honey. Or you could say passive honey money. Neither is dramatic, no, but both reduce dependency on seasonal harvest. The more diversified the income, the more stable the runway towards pasta production. So right now, the farm is producing oil, flour, tomato, eggs, honey, and silage. Each one strengthens our financial stability. Each one funds the next layer. We're not quite ready to chase the pasta factory, but we're preparing for it. Because when we get it, it won't be risky. It will be supported. So that's enough yik yak. Let's get on and do some work here. So let's, well, while we're here, we could take a look and see we got some honey here being produced. Yeah. We'll be checking on when that's going to be due for some sales at the best time. We got quite a bit of flour. We probably should put a cover over that. Are we out of wheat flour? We're out of long grain rice, but we do still have a little bit of flour. And we got a lot more than just this in there, so we'll have plenty of flour when the time comes. Now let's take a look at our chickens over here real quick before we get in deep up to our elbows and alligators, as I've heard it said before. We almost got a full pallet there. How are we on food? Oh, we still have quite a bit of food there. Not quite the best time to sell eggs yet, so we'll be holding off on that. I'll be checking. And how are we on oil production over here? We're out of olives. We do have some canola, rice, and sunflowers. Now, we don't have that much of the canola and rice because we're running that off of a small greenhouse here that's just kind of keeping stuff flowing. We might have to bring in some more manure here because it's kind of running low. Here's some sunflower oil. We can got lots of rice oil. Okay, let's get this sunflower oil over here. Get it out of the way. And there popped another one. It'll be nice to be able to afford a small forklift to handle this. Let's get her lined up right there. All right. Well, something else here. What is that? Rice oil. The beautiful thing about these is that they all have different best sell dates. All right, that's taken care of. Let's see what we got going over here. Uh-oh. What's missing in here? This material's missing. What are we missing? Well, let's check. Can't have that. We'll have to get whatever seeds. We need more seeds. Do we have any seeds? Or are we going to have to go? Well, one of them has some seeds. Okay, how much seeds do they take? $5,000. And that one's. I thought I saw that one of them had 400. I don't know where that is. I don't see any pallets of seeds anywhere. Well, let's run up to the store real quick and get us. What was it again? 5,000 for each one. So we're going to need 10,000 liters of basically 10 bags of seeds. I think we can do that. And there's our 400 liters of seeds. All right. Well, let's go in here. I can check the sale, make sure we don't have any seeds on sale anywhere. Just gonna go real. What is that? 25 liters. That's not much. How many of those? Only one. No, not gonna do that. We'll come back and look at that a little closer later. Right now, sort. And I know these are the best deal. We'll buy 8. Plus 2. Let's see, we should be able to oh, I have to. Okay, come on, switch back to my. I have to lower the platform. Now I should be able to. Oh. Got 2 there. We've got to switch to the back. Are we only going to get 2 of these on here? Well, we'll just take 4 at a time. And we hit the post. Alrighty. First 2 in there. Let's go ahead and put these other two in this one so production can get back to going. Okay. Didn't even have to unstrap it. Got to remember that. Let's get 2 more, 4 more actually. Wow, helps to be on the right. Nope. Alright. And we got those 2 loaded. Now we'll switch to the back. And oh, come on. What is? And these are not liftable, huh? They are now. Let's move these way over here out of the way. We don't need to be accidentally picking these up. Shove these across the ground. We're not picking them up, we're just sliding them. Probably should move this bag over here out of the way too. We don't want to pick it up by accident, I don't think. Okay. Let's go fill up the first one and then we can bring the rest to the second one. Oop, we did not hit the fence post this time. Good job, Skeeter. Does that mean it's full? Guess it does. Oop. I guess it got some of our seeds from the first batch. You can check that and see. Yeah, that one's pretty much full of seeds. And this one needs a little bit more. Alright, one more trip. So I decided after the fact that I am going to jump cut this loading process. So this is the last of the seeds to be loaded, and that'll top up this greenhouse, and both should be mostly full. Yes. All right. Perfect. And as far as the manure for the little greenhouse, we'll get that after the episode. Let's park this over here out of the way, or as out of the way as we can get for now. And let's get loaded up. All right, let's get loaded up here. Get started. Get the party started. Okay, we've got fertilizer. Now, which one of these is the fertilizer? This is the fertilizer. All right. We're full of our fertilizer now. We'll get over here and get started fertilizing our sunflowers. Let's see. This should be canola, right? Yep, that's our canola. Another one of our oil crops. Oh man, looks like we're gonna have some weeds too, huh? Yeah, we're gonna have to take care of that. Unfold the sprayer. Switch on steering assist. Let's see, we have automatic application rate. All right, let's turn on the sprayer and let's get her done. I will time lapse this. Shouldn't take us too long to do, but anyway, I will see you back when we're done. All right, that's the fertilizing done. So we still need to do the herbicide. I'm going to jump cut, and I'm going to go and get loaded up with herbicide, and then I will see you back when I'm just about done with the spraying the weeds. See you back in a few minutes. All right, we're just finishing it up here, and I'm so glad that I had the shop customize this sprayer with the spot spraying functionality. I think they call it see and spray or something like that. I'm gonna tell you, it does save a lot of herbicide. All right, so that was an unexpected thing we had to do. But we got that done, so we're fertilized and we're weeded. So now it is on to the olive grove. And we've got all of our equipment over there, I do believe. So I will stop here and I will see you over there. All right, here we are in our little Landini. Let's get her started. As you can see, and I think I mentioned this before, but I replaced those olive trees that came with the map with the traditional olive tree, what I call the traditional olive tree, which is the basically the base game ones. So let's see, will this do? That's not exactly what I wanted to do. Okay, well, we'll just do this by hand. So we've got like 3 fields to do. So I'll go ahead and, it's a lot of it, I'll jump cut this, and then when we get through with the mulching, then we'll come back and I'll show some of the cultivating, and then we'll probably jump cut that, and you get the idea. Alright, let's get going here. We'll go to the end of this first row. Yeah, I got a little too close. Come on. Yeah. We want to maximize our olive yield, that is for sure. We also own that olive grove over there as well. Oh, pay attention, Skeeter. We also own that olive grove over there straight. So I'm just going to go straight across and back and forth and everything. So that'll be 2 of our 3 fields, and then once I get through and come back over here from the 3rd field, then we'll put the cultivator on. I don't think I have a cultivator. I'll have to buy one. Then I'll bring you back for the cultivation. So I will see you back in a little while. So I figured out that mulching really wasn't doing anything, so I don't know what was going on. But I called the store up and had them deliver me this little cultivator here. And we're going to see what that does. Just lower it. Does it do... Does the steering assist work on it? Oh, yeah. That works better than the other one did. Let me see something here, does it? Oh, soil data. Huh? We not know... Did I not buy the... Well, I guess I don't. pH is bad. Or pH is okay, but the nitrogen is bad. I guess the question is, with precision farming, do I even need to do the cultivation? Alright, let's see something here. Expected yield 61%. Expected yield 59%. I don't even know if this needs to be cultivated. Huh. Well, if any of you guys out there know if you need to do mulching and cultivating with precision farming, let me know. But it looks like all I need to do is fertilize and do some herbicide. Hmm. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Switch. I think we have herbicide in here. Oh no, we have liquid fertilizer. What is this? That's herbicide. May have to bring some liquid fertilizer over. Now what happens with this? Can I go steering assist with this? Yeah. Alright, turn on sprayer. I think it's best you go up and down, even though it looks like you can spray 2 rows at one time. Hell, I hit the wrong button again. That's interesting. It's only spraying out a little bit at a time as to what it needs. Oh, that's kind of cool. Now I bet it sprays on this one. Oh well, looking down at the map down there, it doesn't show that it needs that much fertilizer. So I think this has been carried over from when I had the trees here first. So I tell you what, I think we're going to call this an episode, and I'll finish this up off camera. So I just like to summarize everything. Like I said earlier, season 1 is not about becoming the pasta king overnight. No way we could do that. It's about proving that the path there works. The sunflowers are optimized and we're stabilizing the olives. Tomatoes are producing, the flowers being refined. We're stacking up eggs, we're compounding honey. So phase one is all about control. And control is what builds empires. The pasta factory will come, but when it does, it will stand on something solid. So I'll see y'all next time, and hope y'all enjoyed it. And if you would do me a favor and press the like button down there, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and let me know what y'all think about the needing to mulch and cultivate, because this is really the first time I've done any kind of olives like this. So y'all just let me know down in the comments if y'all have had any experience. I would appreciate that. So as always, this is Cousin Skeeter saying bye bye for now.